Hi everyone, welcome to the Citizen channel. Today it's our odd show. We're going to have a look at City against Arsenal at the Emirates on the 1st of January, a new year, 2022. So we finished the year with a bit of success on the charity bets. Yeah, one bet worked, one bet didn't, but a little bit more for the pot. So that's all good news as we sort of reached the halfway stage. So yeah, it's building up nicely. So let's get a bit more today, shall we? There'll always be a City lead in this odd show. We'll always look at the City things. There might be the odd Arsenal thing we'll throw in just to enjoy what perhaps an Arsenal fan might fancy and put his odd 50p on or something like that, please. I don't condone gambling anyway, and when the fun stops, stop and be gamble aware. And if you do find yourself having trouble, please, there are organisations out there, or just give me a shout as well, or I can point in the right direction. Please, if you enjoy what I do today, let me know what you're having a little flutter on, if you have an interest. This is just I only bet the charity bets. I don't bet any other bets at the moment. That's my pure what I do. That's just what I do. I have done in the past over many years, but at this point in time, I just do it for charity. So whatever, if I make any losses, I just take the hit, and if we make the profits, it all goes in a little pot for a nominated charity at the end of the season. Please, guys, give us a little thumbs up and push that notification button so you know these vlogs are coming out. Right, let's check out some value on this game then. General odds, yeah, interestingly enough, I mean, City are now, before the Arsenal game, have moved into 1-6 on. That's the best price you can get on City to win the title. So the bookies are going along with the media, going along with a lot of fans saying it's all over. I mean, you know, us City fans probably know it's far too early to say such things. Of course it is. We'll never take anything like that for granted, but the bookies are sort of saying it is all over. I suppose if you bet on Betfred, has he paid out yet? You know, he's always likely to pay out early. Right, we've got an interesting one on Arsenal, actually. Yeah, top four finish. They do sit fourth at the moment. Is a 9-4. So if you're an Arsenal fan or you just want a bit of interest on that, I think that's not a bad price. I think Arsenal playing quite well, although it's more or less the home form that's keeping them up there. Away from home, they're a bit rubbish, to be honest with you. Away from the Emirates, but that's where we're playing them. Right, Arteta himself, yeah, not a I was on an Arsenal podcast the other day. Not the most popular manager. I thought he might have won a few hearts and souls, but even the people commenting on the live vlog, which was mainly Arsenal fans, weren't very positive about poor Arteta. So that's how it is. 40-1 he is at the moment to get the sack. So he's the 12th likeliest of all the Premier League managers. So he's doing all right on that score there. Certainly the bookies don't think he's leaving Arsenal anytime soon, even though some of the fans might want him to. The match odds. City are 1-2 on. That's very tempting. That almost tempted me into a little flutter, but I know we've got a few problems with this team out tomorrow, so I probably will give that a miss just in case. I say I'm hopeful, obviously, that City will win this, but a 1-2 on might sort of tempt a few of you in there. A draw is 15-4 and generally 18-5, but a draw you can get 15-4, but generally it's 18-5. And if you fancy Arsenal to win, yeah, only 5-1. So there is a bit of interest, obviously, based on that price for a 5-1 with Arsenal win. The team, my team. I've had to change it from the preview because I had Mr. Cancelo playing, but obviously he's had an incident with burglars who attacked him, etc., and his family. So I can't foresee that he's going down to London. But surely he'll want to be at his family at this. It must have, even though everyone's okay. Obviously, it's the trauma of the situation, isn't it? So I can't see him playing tomorrow. So it does add another problem for City and to the benefit of Arsenal, of course. So I will say then, my little change to what I did on the preview and what I said on the preview, I'm going to put Stones at the back. I mean, Zinchenko might come in and they'll jiggle the other players about, but I'll put this, as I say, based on this, I don't know whether I'll be right or not, but I'm going to go Ederson, Stones, Diaz, because I don't even know Stones is fit, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I mean, that's Stones. Perhaps it could be Zinchenko. So Ederson, Stones, or Zinchenko. Diaz, Laporte, Ake, Werner, KDB, Bernardo, Foden, Sterling, Mahrez. We really are light on fullbacks, guys, aren't we? Centre halves are fine, but fullbacks, it's an absolute nightmare at the moment. I mean, no one's going to feel sorry for us, of course, or not. But that's just situation as it is. Right, on to the little bets then. That's my starting City 11. Well, City 12, depending. So here we go. Jesus for first goal scorer. Sterling, Mahrez and Foden. You get 6 to 1. So if you think one of those guys is going to score first, you generally get 6 to 1. KDB 7. That's probably more of interest to me as a first goal scorer. And Gundogan's 8. I mean, I'm hoping Gundogan and Bernardo will get involved in this game in a more forward-thinking way. So we can get 8 on Gundogan. Arsenal plays Lacazette's 8 to 1, KEEGANS 17 to 2, and he at 9 to 1 on Bernardo, which I do like, say, especially if Pep plays him further up. People like Martinelli and Saka, they're 10 to 1 and 14 to 1, respectively. Anytime goal scorer, which is I like to look at, isn't it? I do like to look at this, and I'm going to have 2 bets. I'm going to split. I'm going to have 3 bets today. One I'll do it in 2 hours, and one of the half bets I'm going to split again down the middle because I'm going to go for the anytime goal scorer. And we've got Bernardo at 13 to 5 with Bet365. Hoping he'll play a bit more forward. And Gundogan again at 13 to 5 and get that with Paddy Power. So I've sort of Dutched them, if you like, or had to go on both of them. So obviously both score. Fantastic. Even more money. Yeah, anytime goal scorer, KEEGANS 11 to 4, Lacazette's 13 to 5, Martinelli 16 to 5 with Paddy Power. So my charity bets are going to be Bernardo. I managed to get at 2.15 on Smarkets and Gundogan at 2.65. So the first 2 of my 3 charity bets this week. Bernardo score anytime goal scorer at 2.15 and Gundogan at 2.65 anytime goal scorer. Let me know what you fancy on that. And the next section we're going to look at includes my 3rd and final charity bet as well. Both teams to score again. Interesting one this. You can get 4 to 6 on Bet365. So the bookies think, yes, Arsenal are going to score. No is 13 to 10. That's with Paddy Power. I mean, that's just enough to be tempting, isn't it? 13 to 10. But you see, Arsenal haven't scored at home against City in league games for perhaps a handful of games now, I think. So I can understand they're trying to tempt people in to say no at 13 to 10. But I think with City week, and let's face it, I'm not hoping. I'm hoping Arsenal won't have a go for this and go for it in this game, and they'll sort of try and sit back, and that'll be ideal for us. But I think if they do go for it, there's no Arteta on the bench. They've got a guy called Albert, according to the Arsenal fans, taking over tomorrow. But I think they could score a goal tomorrow. I think the runs have to end. Hopefully the losing run won't end, but obviously they could score a goal. So I'm going to go yes, and I've got at 0.71 on Smarkets for both teams to score yes at 0.71. So there you go, boys. But I'm hoping for a comfortable City win, even though Arsenal score. To score first is an interesting one. Well, if you don't mind betting odds on, I mean, City are 2 to 5 on. That's not a bad price to score first. That was tempting. Arsenal are 21 to 10 with Bet365. If you fancied that, to win to 0 again, very tempting on City. If you think will keep a clean sheet, City are 2 to 1 to win to 0. Arsenal can get 11 to 1, which. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Correct score, yeah. If Arsenal are brave, I think this could be high scoring, which will affect, obviously, the correct score as well. And I only expect perhaps, but they're not brave. They do try and sit back. I think City will do enough to win this game without being totally dominant. As I say, we do have a few little squad problems at the moment. So I don't expect anything more than perhaps 2 or 3 goals maximum from City, hopefully. So a City win anyway. A 1-0 City win is 9 to 1. These are all with Bet365. A 2-0 City win, which I've sort of predicted at that podcast with the Arsenal fans, is 17 to 2. A 2-1 City win is 8 to 1. 3-0 is 12 to 1. 3-1 is 12 to 1. 4-0 is 22 to 1. I don't think it's going to be a goal fest as much as that. And the 4-1 is 22 to 1. If you fancy a draw, you think Arsenal will do a draw again? With this team we've got out tomorrow and what's on the bench, I might even take a draw, to be honest, because if Chelsea and Liverpool draw, it's the same. We're in the same situation now. There's no change. So 0-0 is 16 to 1. A 1-1 is 9 to 1 with Bet365, and a 2-2 is generally 16 to 1 as well. But if you fancy an Arsenal win, this is one for the Arsenal fans. A 1-0 Arsenal win, you can get Bet Victor 19 to 1. A 2-0 Arsenal win, you can get 45 to 1 at Bet Victor. I'll be crying all the way home if that happens. and a 2-1 Arsenal win. Even that'll be crying when that happens as well. 18-1 generally. Half time, full time, yeah. City, yeah, we do tend to score early goals at the Emirates, don't we? So I've been more linked with the City, which is 13-10 with Bet365. That does appeal to me rather than the draw in City, which is 7-2 at Bet365. But if you fancy City and then a draw at the end of the game, you get 16s on that one, or a draw and a draw is 13-2 with Bet365. Arsenal half time, full time is 14-1 with Bet365. No chance. Arsenal and a draw is 16-1 full time. So if you fancy any of those. Goals over under, again, as I said, this is going to be reliant on just how much Arsenal have a go in this game. As I say, if they do have a go, I think there'll be plenty of goals. As I said before, I could imagine at least 3 goals, if not more. But if they don't have a go, I think City will be happy with a 1-2-0 win, to be honest with you. Preferably, I don't want to be hanging on at 1-0. I mean, we know it's not good for the old heart rate, isn't it? But goals over 2.5, you can get 4-7. That is tempting. The same with under 2.5. So if it's only 2 goals in the game, I'd be more inclined to go with the over 2.5. I can certainly see 3 goals in the game. So that's 4-7. That's not too bad. But if you do fancy a few more goals, over 3.5 is 11-8 with Bet365, and over 4.5. You can get 18-5 generally. So you do think, as I said, if Arsenal go for it, I think there will be a few goals. So they're pretty tempting. Winning margins, yeah, City to win by 1 goal, just 11-4 generally. 2 goals, 7-2. 3 goals, 13-2. Arsenal to win by 1 goal, 7-1. And 2 goals, 18-1 with Sky. So if you're an Arsenal fan, you fancy that. Cards are interesting, yeah. Not normally dirty games, and as I say, referees are a little bit lenient with the cards at the moment, but the odds are interesting. Over 3.5 cards, very possible 4-5 on under 3.5 cards in the game, only 10-11, so almost even. So yeah, I would be tempted by the under 3.5, as I say. If Furness played, he'll probably get a card, won't he? But there you go. But yeah, I'd be interested to see in that one anyway. And finally, just to look on corners again. There was, the game last year, the 1-0 win for City. If you remember, I think there was about 4 corners in the game. There wasn't many corners at all, and it's interesting to see that the bookies tend to agree with that. Under 10.5 corners is the sort of favourite, with the bookies at 4-5 on. But again, that's a good price. That's not a bad price. I'd be happy with that. That was with Bet365, which I can't bet on, unfortunately. I can't bet on the main bookies. I just bet on the exchanges. So that's an interesting price. I won't put you off that. If you do fancy over 10.5, I can't see it, guys. But you can get evens generally for that anyway. So there you go. There's my little thoughts. Let me know what you're going to have a go on and your thoughts on the game and what you've had a fuss. And if you come on after the event and tell me, oh, I won a little bit on this and a little bit on that, that'll be absolutely, just lovely to hear back from you as to what you're doing. So just a reminder, fingers crossed for my charity bets, of course. Anytime goal scorer, I've got both Bernardo and Gundogan. So Bernardo at 2.15 and Gundogan at 2.65. If they both score, we're happy days for the charity. And the other charity bet I've got is for both teams to score. Yeah, preferably not, and we win 2 or 3-0. I don't care. Bernardo and Gundogan score, that'd be ideal. But yeah, I've gone for yes, because I think with City's defence down to its bare bones, if you like, using centre halves as right backs and left backs, etc., etc. I've gone yes at 0.71 for both teams to score. So let me know what you're doing. Thanks for watching. What you're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. We'll be here again on the City Vs channel. I only ask one thing, don't I, guys? Please, stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.